Hey everybody, welcome back to more Kingdom Hearts. Last time we took care of Monstro as well as both the Phil and Pegasus Cups and a bunch of Trinities. Today, we move on to Halloween Town. I was going to do Atlantica, but decided not to. Upgrade the Gummy Ship with much better engines. We're going a little faster. In terms of the game's in-game ranking for speed, we are 3 stars out of 3. So we are at max speed. Only thing that improves is if we were smaller. On top of that, Monstro is always the halfway point between worlds, so since we start from Monstro, that's the shortest gummy ride ever. At least one we can get in the game here. Jumping right into it. Also, in an attempt to challenge myself, let's see how hard this is without doing the other world first. It's spooky. Maximum spook. Okay. Well, they're doing fine.
And now, allow me to introduce the Master of Terror, the King of Nightmares, Jack Skellington! Bravo, Jack! Bravo! Those ghosts will be a big hit at this year's Halloween!
Thank you. But their movement still needs work. It's not scary enough. I want to strike bone-chilling terror. I'm going to consult the doctor.
Then I'll go attend to the decorations.
Well, since they're having fun. Halloween's important. Halloween's a really cool holiday, you know, in hindsight. Can't say it's anything special anymore to me as you grow up. Aside from, hey, here's a reason to buy myself chocolate. That's about it.
I don't understand. Maybe the guidance system was damaged in the explosion.
Nonsense. My devices are always perfect.
Oh, I've got it! Why, of course. The Heartless need a heart. Doctor, do you think we can add a heart to that device?
Certainly. A heart's not all that complicated. Let's get to work.
To make a heart, first take a container with a lock.
We need the key to this thing first.
Yeah, that sounds like fun. Of course, Donald Duck is against all forms of fun, so...
My, that was amazing! And you are...
Sora.
Well done, Sora. I'd like you to be a part of this year's Halloween.
What's this Heartless doing here?
Oh, the Heartless came to town just recently. What's frustrating is I can't get them to dance with me. So, the Doctor and I are trying to improve the guidance system. He's quite a genius. Okay, Doctor, let's continue. The ingredients for a heart. Pulse. Emotion.
Terror?
Fear. Hope and despair. Mix them all together, and we have a heart.
Why are you keeping the things on the table still? You're gonna kill that spider. And the snake things.
It failed. Maybe we're missing some ingredients. Let's try adding memory. Sally? Sally! Good for nothing girl. Don't know why I bothered creating her. Sally's got the memory we need. See if you can track her down.
No problem. Sora, would you like to come along?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm down to fondue. Yeah, so we go over here. You pick up your torn page. Kind of funny how they just put it there. It's very missable if you're not paying attention.
Jack! We have a major crisis! The Heartless are completely out of control! We can't stop them!
Maybe our experiment triggered something. Everything will be fine, Mayor. You have nothing to worry about.
Well, I guess we should take care of these Heartlels. Oh no, Heartlels. Damn it, don't dodge me. Can I take these things out when they're really high on health? Yeah, I can. We're that good. I think I might switch to the Pinocchio Keyblade for the boss.
See ya.
I was thinking about messing with that, but it's a bunch of distracting enemies.
Let's go.
There we go, Thundara Gummy. You know, there were some things I wanted to kind of talk about, because we haven't talked about, like, my personal anecdotes or experiences with this game in a little bit since, like, in a video. And I kind of wanted to do that for this Let's Play and the various Let's Plays, my own experiences with these games. So let's do that for this. One thing I'm really sad about is I have fond memories of having I had better cable, or I have decent cable now, I just don't use it. You know, when you get like digital cable for television or satellite, and I remember having satellite TV around the time that I had this game. We had Dish Network, which, as far as I know, is really bad. Then again, it might just be DirecTV propaganda. And I remember having, at the time, my favorite network of all time, which was G4. G4, if you don't know, it was like a thing where it was just a video game network, and then it kind of like combined with Tech TV, I think, and then they kind of became the same thing, or maybe they were. It was a very weird thing, but it basically meant that there were a bunch of TV shows on the air that were specifically about video games. And I have been looking for a while, because I kind of want to use some of it in the Let's Play to just kind of be like, look at this. There used to be episodes of a show called Cheat, which was exactly what you would expect. The ultimate product of that era, where they're like, what if we make a show that just tells you cheat codes? As a kid, you're like, this is great, because you get to see a variety of video games. They did an entire episode on Kingdom Hearts, how to beat Sephiroth. It wasn't just cheats, it was also gaming guides, like how to get some of the harder to get Dalmatians, how to take out Sephiroth, how to obtain the game's secret ending.
No, everything's going
Just
great. We're
A lot of
going to
really
have the
cool
best
stuff.
Halloween
Some
ever.
they even kind of describe the
now
secret ending,
with
so I
your
kind of feel
memory.
like some of it's a little pointless there. I don't know why they would do that, but
You mean this?
I would have liked to include that
Jack,
here because there's a lot
I
of
have a bad
there's a
feeling
lot of
about
really
this.
cool stuff like that.
Why don't you try something else? There's still time.
Nothing could beat what I've got planned. Once we give the Heartless a heart, they'll dance just as I envision it. Trust me, you're going to love it.
So, first of all, let me sidebar here. This is Sally. In case you're wondering, one, don't really care for the Nightmare Before Christmas. Not a fan of the Tim Burton aesthetic. I can recognize that this is Halloween's a pretty hoppin' track, but I've only played these games, and what I've learned is that Sally is my worst, the least favorite archetype for a character ever for me. She's known as the no fun allowed character, as I've coined it, in which main characters typically want to go do something fun. They want to go on an adventure. They want to do something. And then that character's like, no, you shouldn't do that. Or says, I don't know about this. I don't think this is the right idea. And those people are called anti-fun. They are against all great things. They are sticks in the mud, and they're boring. I've never really liked those types of characters. Granted, you need that because if you get the same type of thing over and over again, it becomes boring. But I still don't like them. I'm not a fan. It's like I'm already not that into the whole aesthetic of Nightmare Before Christmas anyway. But granted, as a whole, Oogie Boogie as a villain is pretty cool. And exploring this world is good, but I can't bring myself to get through that movie or any of Tim Burton's like animated styled stuff anyway. So I'm not a big claymation guy either, so take that what you will. But I believe we're getting a cutscene up next, and then I'll jump back to what I was talking about just a couple of minutes ago. Oh my, one of the best lines right here.
That bonehead Jack is really making a heart. I'll be jiggered.
What does jiggered mean?
Ooh, when
I mean, it's because of this game that I'll occasionally go, well, I'll be jiggered. But I don't know what jiggered means. My first instance was, hey, maybe it's a little racist. And then my second inkling is like, maybe it's just stupid. Oh yeah, the mayor has the surprise. Okay, so G4 is an unfortunate network in and of itself because it was a really cool idea of let's give you all these cool shows like Judgment Day, which was also known as Reviews on the Run, Electronic Playground, Cheat, Filter, Icons. It had a multitude of shows that were actually at its core really cool, whether you wanted to check out new games, see their almost in an editorial way, like their top 10 games for a certain type of subject, and there's a lot of really cool stuff like that in there, like, you know, Cheat, which was for game strategy stuff, and some review-related stuff, and some mini documentaries about developers, studios, and they even had an award show, G4ia. Now, what I found absolutely great about it is just there's nothing like it. But unfortunately, I guess it did not do well enough, and then, you know, things changed. Certain shows were changed out. Also, X-Play existed, and that was actually the biggest thing because it continued to stay there until G4 was basically cut, you know, off its life support. But eventually it went from video game-related programming for gamers to programming that we think gamers would like to watch, i.e. Ninja Warrior, which is kind of like that MXC, Takeshi's Castle type of stuff. Cheaters, cops, all that stuff. So I feel like there's a generation of people, or a subset of people, who would have seen G4 before, and then went, oh, this is just some shitty channel that's showing me Star Trek reruns, where when I watched it, there was a plethora of awesome shows. I didn't even mention stuff like Starcade, which were reruns of an 80s arcade game show, Portal, Arena, which was a really cool multiplayer gaming competition thing. I think this was the first one. It was not, my bad. It was like a multiplayer gaming like competition show, which was good. I think Will Wheaton was on it at one point initially. It's just a lot of really cool stuff. But to bring it back to Kingdom Hearts, it's like I remember there's just, you know, I just remember that one episode of Cheat and thought it was really good. They were sponsored by Pringles at that point. It was pretty good. It was great because around the time I discovered that channel, the very day we found it in the guide and just went in, it's like the promo for the Kingdom Hearts episode had been running, and I'm like, this is great, you know? To me, it's like, well, we just hit the fucking jackpot. It's like, there's nothing better than, you know, filling a kid's life with, you know, video games and then shows about video games. It's like we have reached the peak. It doesn't get much better from here, to be honest. Is that all the enemies? Good. Alright. Alright, we can ignite that. This should take us back. There we go. But it was really good. If I can manage to find it. Now, it's going to contain some slight spoilers for this game specifically, but I think people can forgive me for it. I need to show it in this episode because we've been talking about it. I remember finding it recently. There was a video that... Now, a lot of people like to make fun of a video on YouTube of live-action Kingdom Hearts, which is really unbelievably bad.
Where are your friends now?
Like, there's this whole thing about, you know, content that is cringe, you know, it's usually cringe. A lot of people do is whenever someone finds something to be awkward. A lot of people do that for like the speedrun marathons, like the Games Done Quick marathons. Don't know if anyone's aware of those, but I'm a big fan of them. But a lot of people like to say those are cringe. Like 95% of the time, anytime someone says there's something cringe in there, I don't agree. For some reason, people's definition of cringe has become this thing of like, oh, I didn't think this was cool, or I don't like this, so I don't have a good vernacular, I don't have a good vocabulary, so I'm just gonna say it's that. That Kingdom Hearts 2 video, that live action thing, I can agree is a little bad. Because the last thing you want is two motherfuckers in a parking lot. Just, oh my god.
This time it's sure to work.
Oh no, he tripped. You've been had. Get me back my shit. So, I say that live action Cage 2 thing's real bad. I'm gonna show at least a clip of it, but what I want to show you, if I can find it, is so bad. So bad. Oh yeah, he's gonna be like, yo, go find them, even though I already know where they are. Back, I believe it was 2002, though it could have been 2000, actually it was probably 2003. G4 held an award show. It was called G4ia, which, you know, Euphoria, funny puns, right? And it was an okay show. I mean, it was, I think it was the first proper attempt at, we're gonna try and make the Oscars for video games, you know? This was before Jeff Keighley, I believe, and I don't know if he was even involved in that or not. I would have to look into it. But it was G4's attempt at, you know, making an award show. They had plenty of celebrity guests, showing off some new games, having developers come in and accept awards, obviously. But Kingdom Hearts was hot at the time, you know? It's a big brand new, you know, action RPG come out in the previous year, localized in late 2002. Quite appealing to fans, both who love Disney, who love Final Fantasy, and, you know, attracts that anime crowd. And their cosplay exists. And there was a cosplay section for this award show, just because you gotta show fans and stuff. And I think it was a novel type of thing to do. But cosplay is perfectly fine. But then, what if you decide, we're going to take these cosplayers and have them perform sections of the game? Like, act out the game's events. And it's just really bad. I think what I'll do is I'll find a clip of it and live react to it, because I haven't seen it in years. But I think I'll do that, because I can actually do it in post. So that's probably happening now.
Since we first met. And you've proven yourself worthy of the keyboard. If anyone can
So
save your friends,
bad.
you can.
There's darkness inside every heart. It will spread until
Could
it
they
has
not
consumed
find
all the
someone
worlds
who
in its
wa-
shadowy jaws. And at the nexus of
Did
the
they
storm
have
will
to
be
fucking
me.
blackface
You're
him?
wrong. As long as we hold true to the light within our hearts, the darkness can't win.
Even
The darkness cannot be destroyed.
And though it seemed I reached the end,
Now, I vaguely remember one of the people being in blackface in that. I don't remember if it was completely accurate or not. But, needless to say, G4 was an entertaining thing. 'Cause in hindsight, when I originally saw that, I thought that was fucking cool. Seeing it now, seeing it recently, like a couple of years ago, when I refound it, I went, no, this ain't cool at all. But it's fun. It's fun when your mind colors your perception, depending on like with age and stuff. It's like when you're younger and you think that every video game you play is good when it's not. I mean, I thought Sonic 2006 was good when I first played it as a young man. Am I doing like no damage to this guy? Hold on. No, I am. For some reason, I had in my mind that his HP wasn't depleting on that guy. Don't know why. Oh, we gotta be careful. They are aggro as fuck. God, they're everywhere. How many enemies are there? It's always this area too. I have not so fond memories of playing through this part and just, you know, dealing with the fact that they put double, 2 times as many enemies in this area for no good reason. Still not done yet. I think this might be the last one right here. Ugh. What? Come on, man. I've had enough of you. I know some of them spawn based on what locations you run into, but come on. I don't need experience this badly. I think I'm hitting a pumpkin. I think I was hitting a pumpkin there. Are you fucking... See? This is fucking insane. Insane in the membrane. Insane got no brain. Oh my fucking god, 2 more showed up. To be fair, 2 of those may have already shown up, but I just saw them. End my suffering, please. God, why? God, why? I thought that was interesting. You know, just fun little E3 clips and stuff like that. I was trying to think of like if there was any other media, video-wise, that I had seen of the original Kingdom Hearts. Like there was obviously stuff like the initial commercial for the game, which had the game's main theme, which I will not play because even if it's low quality. Which, in case you're wondering, what commercial did you see? Because there's always the one that shows the simple and clean remix that's fast. How the fuck are there still enemies? There's the fast remix for Simple and Clean, which was good, but I remember the slow one, just to, you know, the when you walk away where it's going, you know, properly at a decent speed, and it's not the not the fast remix. And I remember that attracted me, but I remember the thing that it made me go, yeah, I should probably pick this up at the... I cannot believe it. I remember the thing that attracted me the most of the time is, you know, whenever you go on, you know, kids channels and see promotions, I don't think it exists anymore, but if I can find it, I'll play it uncut. Because I remember watching it a few years ago, because like, you tend to go back and look at old promos and commercials and stuff, at least I do. There's a lot of nostalgic value. You may not immediately think it for ads and commercials of your time. I remember sometimes I'd go and look up like episodes of like old Nickelodeon shows or like game shows and stuff, and then see like, can I find one that includes the commercials? Because then, you know, they have like, clearly this person has just grabbed it off their VHS when they were recording it one day. But there was a Disney Channel advertisement. I don't remember what it was. It might have been the Disney 411 or something, where the concept was guy sneaks into Disney to find out about video games not made by Disney.
What's the deal with Kingdom Hearts?
Kingdom Hearts is the first video game of its kind. The project brings together the leaders in animated entertainment and advanced video game development. Gamers must battle through 10 worlds with over 100 different characters. From movies such as Nightmare Before Christmas, Aladdin, Alice in Wonderland, The Lion King, Hercules.
I get it. It's like you're controlling the movies. How is it made?
Accessing interview with game designer.
What's he saying?
The game took over 3 years and involved over 200 of our most talented artists and programmers. This game includes a new real-time 3D battle engine that has never been seen before. Kingdom Hearts is now available for PlayStation 2.
Nice. Give me the cheat codes. Oh no, someone's coming. I'm out of here. Hey! That's it for now. I'm shutting down.
But I remember it giving very little proper information, but I do remember one line, because you always become like, you know, certain things that you experience become vivid, and because you see that commercial a lot if you're watching, you know, certain networks as a kid, ad nauseum, you end up remembering it. But what really pushed it was they were talking about how Kingdom Hearts took, like, I think 4 years to make, and that basically it was, I think the kid in the commercial says it's like you're playing in the movies, and you would like go in and, you know, experience Kingdom Hearts. Very little good information about a game came from that, aside from, hey, this is cool, this is on Disney Channel. You like Disney movies? Well, you can experience them in video game form as a self-insert. Which, the idea is, like, at its core, Kingdom Hearts is very much fan fiction. Just in and of itself, of like, hey, with Kingdom Hearts, you can self-insert this character into various Disney movies. Which, at its core, seems like, you know, what you would see in a fan fiction type of thing. Like, I like this thing, what if I included my, you know, original character in it? And that's usually pretty dumb. But the mix works really well here to make engaging and varied level design. I just had this moment where I just thought of Kingdom Hearts level design for Kingdom Hearts 3 and the new worlds we're gonna see, and I preed a little bit. I'm so ready for a trailer for that game. You know what sucks? I'm such an adult, in a way. Let me describe this. Because normally, if I was younger, I'd be like, I'm so ready to play it. I'm so ready to play Kingdom Hearts 3. But I guess it's just, I'm so realistic in knowing how all this shit works to, like, I can't say that. It's not gonna be ready. So it's like, I'm ready for a trailer. Because I know they have enough material for a trailer for that game. Because the last time they showed stuff for it was 2 years ago. So it's like, last time we got a proper trailer. And some people may say, well, there's like a Jump Fest or a TGS type I forget which one it was, but they showed Kingdom Hearts 3 in that was... That showed off more stuff, and I'm like, alright, they showed one new enemy type. They showed off a new attraction thing you can do. That I think was related to Buzz Lightyear. And I think they showed off, like, maybe a few more pixels of a different area. Actually, not even that. It's like, you got to see what was directly over there compared to one other trailer. But in the end, it was like, here's the extended cut of a trailer we showed you 8 months ago. That kind of thing. I want a real trailer. Because, you know, I want to see new material very, very badly. Very, very badly. I would give up a testicle for a new trailer to that game. Also, if it would, you know, make the game come out faster. Like, you can have my balls. I don't need children. I have Kingdom Hearts. I'll take it, man. You can fucking... You can do this to me, man. I will sacrifice my own testosterone in exchange for a video game. When you wait this long, it happens. It just comes up. Really? Well, at least our magics were set. Yeah, get ready to nuke them. Oh, there's still a dude. I was like, are you done yet? Come on. I should contact my art guy at the time. Because why not? Because this LP hasn't started up on YouTube just yet. Because I'm busy getting videos of it done. Because I have to put a lot of work into it ahead of time. Especially because of how long the episodes are compared to what they usually are. So I want to make sure so we don't miss a day. There we go. But I have Hawk who does all of my thumbnail art. So I just decide to ask him, hey, is it done yet? Every single day. Sometimes 4 times a day.
See ya.
Neat. But one thing I've really liked with my videos is that I've commissioned, you know, artwork for all the thumbnails, and now that I've had that happen for a little while now, it's been pretty great. Trying to think about it, like we've done it for Tales of Berseria, we've done it for Tales of Berseria, done it for Yakuza, we've done it for Nier, we've done it for Persona, and we've done it for this. I think that's all the ones I've had it done for so far. And it's just going to be this constant, at least for the foreseeable future. I don't see it, unless I kill him with overwork, which I'm trying my best. I really like that, because it adds a little bit of a variety and an identity to my videos over, I feel like, many others. That said, I'm not having new art being put in place for all the thumbnails of this Cage series LP. There will be alterations. There's not going to be a new thing every time. I can't afford that. That, and it would lead to early suicide for people. I feel like production-wise for Let's Plays, things have gotten a lot better on my side over the last little bit, and I gotta say I'm pretty proud of that. That's right. No, it was so close. Fuck it, Sonic will do a bunch of damage. Fuck it, Sonic. Did it do, like, no damage to her? I want my money back. These guys are pretty annoying to fight because they have low health, but they have decent defense, so it balances out. And they do a lot more damage than you would expect. Ah, we still have you. Can't be excited yet. On the bright side, they each drop plenty of orbs of all types. Yeah, sorry. Ain't letting you have any room.
I'll behave, I promise. I was just following orders.
It's like, it's their fault. Please don't yell at us. We're children. Love how they throw everything on Barrel, because Barrel's a fucking loser. Alright, so to progress, we need to hit that. And activate the door to the boss. Interesting thing, didn't immediately pick up on that as a kid. Much to my own doom. Now to get to the boss, you just gotta do some proper navigate. I was about to have a fucking stroke! The stroke has happened! The stroke has occurred. Son of a bitch. Oh, now I want to fucking clear this place. Because the Red Trinity's here. Whatever. It happens to, like, everyone who fucking plays this game. Someone has to fucking fall down here. Usually involuntarily. Fun fact, this Red Trinity was moved for the final mix release of the game. Originally, it was in Oogie Boogie's Manor, but you can't come back to Oogie Boogie's Manor after you beat the world. So they had to move it, because originally it was missable. So you could never 100% the Trinities if you made that mistake. We need to go that green door. Actually, giving me a full-size map there to have perspective was actually really helpful. Shows me that it's right here. I usually go all the way around. Alright, let's do this.
Want it? Well then, come on over and get it! Now, let's see if I can get their attention. Oh, hunters! This is it? Nobody disrespects me! Nobody!
It's time for one of the more inventive bosses in the game against fucking Oogie Boogie. It's actually pretty damn cool. So you fight him by not being able to damage him for the longest time. I believe he has a plethora of contraptions, and you also want to trap him, which will involve figuring out where he is and hitting a button. And that button will cut off a piece of the arena, and then we can just jump in on him. I'm gonna do Sonic because that ensures that he doesn't slap me, but he could just do that. Why you gotta do that to me, man? Don't, please. But you can only do set damage before he says, okay, done with you. Unfortunately, I didn't hit any of those dice back at him. I believe depending on the result of the die, he will do different effects, like summon buzzsaws or various other traps to try and kill you. He will also try to juke you, so be careful. Fun fact about this claw thing up here, if you actually trap yourself and he gets near it, he will use that contraption to heal, making this fight take even longer. Baby all. Ah, knocked back 2 of them. Yeah, it seems like I keep getting the stuff that summons enemies, though that could be a constant. Again, I don't know everything about the game. I know I just, you know, a seasoned amount of things. Seasoned amount? I don't even know if that's the right thing to say. Got it again.
See ya. Deep freeze.
I'm at least doing that right. Oh, apparently that's all you were cool with? And once again, we got enemies. Yeah, I think enemies is the result from this one.
See ya. See ya. Fire.
And we got it again.
Heal.
Let's do a cure so we don't die. I wish I could do more damage to you in between these moments, but can't get them all. Oh man, he's just having fun now.
This should help.
All right, you've had your moment. Now fuck off. I think 2 more runs and we can kill him. That's being optimistic, though. I've never gotten all 3 up there. Oh, good. Oh, this is fine. This isn't the bouncing one. Just a spin. That's doable. Let's just immediately get to the point. Yeah, we'll be able to finish him next round. 1 more, and then this guy's done. I still like his gimmick quite a bit. I think it's cool. Wow. I did it. Well, no need for gimmicks for me. That was awesome. Oh my god. It's fine. You're leaking. Well, that was short-lived. And now it's time for the actual boss of the world, Oogie Boogie Manor. And it's probably one of the cooler bosses in the series, though it's very simple to beat. You simply climb the house and take out the balls. Once all of them are taken out, we're basically done. Though it can be difficult if you're bad at platforming and, you know, if you're not good at Kingdom Hearts platforming, which I feel like being good at platforming and being good at KH platforming are two entirely different things. Now that I think about it a little bit more. There we go. I believe we can just do this and just stay directly in front of it, which is really convenient, because you're also invincible during that. Nice, another one. Yeah, don't let the enemies distract you, please. That. Gotta be careful about dying as well. Because there are plenty of projectiles basically everywhere. Ah, here we are at the top. Alright, we're missing some. That's fine, we'll find them. I think there's some on the other side here. Yeah, there are. This might be the last one, though. I do not know. Gotta watch out for the fire, though. No magic for backup. I've got one. Got it. That's a wrap. Now it's time for the best keyhole sealing animation in the game. Just moon reflectors. Moon, shine down. Not yet. And Gravera.
Sally, why didn't I listen to you?
Don't feel bad, Jack. We'll come up with another plan for Halloween. Next time, we'll do it together.
What do we need for our heart? Fucking, I don't know. Look into synthetics or something, man. I'm like a 15-year-old child. Don't talk to me about these things. Hey, look, we learned guard. What level are we again? 33? Oh. It's okay, guys. I can guard now. We finally made it. I could use powered up defenses a little bit. Also, new Keyblade, Pumpkinhead, 3 more strength, long reach, and can deal a string of critical blows. Say goodbye to some of that magic. That works out still. We're gonna need more physical attacks anyway for the next world. We'll be doing Atlantica. Don't worry, we're not putting it off anymore. And I'm not putting it off because I don't like it or anything. I had a fucking moment just now. Okay, I want to talk about it. I looked, and my window for recording was clipped, so it looked like I wasn't recording. I about had a fucking moment. Whew. I don't like redoing stuff, especially when I think the commentary is good like that was. Also, shout out to them for activating the trophy once you leave the world after completing it. That is really good. Like, that's awesome. You never like immersion-breaking trophies. Persona 5 does a really good job with its story-based trophies, too, of placing them in the most appropriate places. And some games do not do that well. I would like to see if we can synth anything now that we've done a world. And we're going to get ready to close out this episode. It looks like I'm going to have to actually grind stuff if I'm going to find what I'm looking for when it comes to materials, it looks like. Actually, not true. I can make magic armlet if I did some grinding in this world specifically for Blaze and Thunder Shards, so that's not exactly true. So maybe we do that. Maybe we do. Anyway, that's going to end off yet another episode. I think this is like episode 9, if I remember right. So next time on Kingdom Hearts, we're going to go do Atlantica, and then, you know, we're continuing because we're about a little over halfway through the game at this point. Having a great time. It's been a very fun LP to do. Especially making it much longer, because, you know, again, this is kind of like me redoing an LP I've done, you know, before, the PS2 version and then the remaster, but, so I find it both appropriate to make longer videos because of that, and also because, I don't know, the format, at least for this, makes it really good, one world per episode. Anyway, long enough this video has gone on for. Why'd I Yoda that? Whatever, fucking, I'm leaving, bye.